Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Smokes. Welcome back to Smokes World. Give me the dap. Hey, we back at it again, man. Before I introduce my guest, I give a shout out to my co-host,
Brother Take Mastermind, ready to motherfucking interview one of these badass videographers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Rapper. So today we got a prominent artist / videographer that was born in Austin, Texas, but grew up in Lubbock, Texas. He has a YouTube channel called Divine Visuals, formerly known as EWO Films. He's put together some of the most popular ciphers out of West Texas that have done great numbers. He's made videos for so many artists in the region and surrounding areas. And now he's proclaiming that he has turned over a new leaf. He is now a born-again Christian. I present to you the one and only Xane.
I'ma still be in the mix on the grind. Do this for God, I do this all the time. I'ma focus and stay all on my mind. Only God and only the Christ.
Hey man, all glory to God though, first and foremost, man. Whatever we gotta do to turn this around, you feel me? In Jesus' name.
Hey, man.
What's up with you?
So how you been?
I'm great.
How are you? You feeling good today?
I'm great, man. It's a good day.
Have you ever done this before?
Never. Nah.
Never have.
I mean, I've done not quite like this, no. Not a podcast, no.
Like
What's it called? Not the best talker either.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things flow. But if it's about music or God, it kind of just flows anyway.
Kind of just comes, right? So like,
you know what
I mean, we're not really good talkers either, but we like to podcast
Facts.
and like to fuck around. So like, really, like it's just relaxing, having fun, having a conversation, bro.
Yeah.
Let's get into this podcast with the first question, my G. So let's start from the beginning. Like, how was your upbringing? What was your background?
What's it called? Pretty much a rebellious kid trying to do everything they said I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? When we first came to West Texas from Austin, we lived in Plainview. What's it called? And was pretty much the only Mexicans in the neighborhood. So hence me being able to relate to pretty much anybody. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of skin color or whatever. You know what I mean? What's it called? I think my first record I cut when I was 14. You know what I'm saying? And since then, that was all she wrote pretty much. You know what I mean? It's just music.
14 years old when you started
14 years
music.
old, yes sir.
Dope.
What kind of music? Like, did you start like right into hip hop? That's what you were doing.
Yeah,
That's what you were
actually,
loving.
my first record was Christian rap. My first whole CD was a Christian rap CD. What's it called? After a little bit, my head went kaboom. So what's it called? It wasn't too long before I went back to the dark side and started doing that kind of music, and it just kind of took off from there.
Like you were like going to church and all that at 14?
Yeah.
When you first started?
Yeah. See, and nobody like in the home that I was living in was living that life, so it was kind of funny to them. You know what I'm saying? Even my parents, you know what I mean? That type stuff. It hasn't been too much of a support system with that. So whenever I stopped doing the gospel when I was a kid and started doing worldly music, what's it called? It was kind of a, that's what we thought type of situation. You know what I mean?
Like you failed.
Yeah, pretty much. But shortly after I started doing worldly music, it became a job. Like any other job, what's it called? It's either you hate it or love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anyways, I'm starting to get back to the point now where I just love to do this. I ain't even been charging the people I've been working with lately. Like, you know what I mean? I just want some content. I just want to work with some
dope.
people. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun with this again, man. And
So you like the music that you were doing before.
Yeah.
You said that was a job that was hard for you. Like it was like.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it wasn't something that you wanted to do the whole entire time.
Well, no, it was something I wanted to do. It was just, I don't know, man. It was.
I mean,
I was
you wanted to do it,
overwhelmed.
but like the way you were doing it.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed, and what's it called? When it comes to work in the rap game, when a certain line is crossed, it automatically goes to some street stuff, like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's business or not, it automatically goes to that. You know what I mean? What's it called? There was a long time where I thought I was just the top dog. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had it all. Thought I had it all under wraps.
Had a lot of confidence. Had a lot of
confidence was
big
way
ego
up there at the back.
To be a
big
rapper,
ego, yes.
that's what a lot of rappers have is egos, bro.
Yeah.
Like even when they just haven't done much, they have big egos like right away. So imagine somebody who's like thinking they've done a lot and they think they're in their prime. They just they show it a lot.
It's human nature.
Yeah, what's it called? There was a lot of setting myself up for failure, but also it had to do with people that I was just around. You know how many times that I was at a shoot and something went down in the middle of the shoot, not because of me, just me being in the mix, just me having something to do with it, and so still an active whatever. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? There's always drama in that game, man. Like always drama. It's
I've seen your name.
I
mean, we've seen your name thrown around a couple times on social media.
That's wild.
By a few different people.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything like the one with the Contra de la Rosa?
Yeah.
What happened between you with y'all two?
Oh, that's like, ooh, you hitting me with that one. I feel you. So look,
I mean, this is the most recent one that I've seen. It was on social media.
I feel that. Look like, what's it called? First and foremost, me and that dude, we came up together. I was 17 trying to get involved in music, and no one was trying to really let me because I was just a skinny little Mexican dude. You feel me? So when I met Country and Trice, what's it called? They gave me a chance to do some music. And keep in mind, by this point, I had already been into worldly music for a couple years. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But what's it called? I was also heavily involved in drugs at the time. I was a young kid, so they pretty much let me know, look, I mean, we'll help you do what you need to do, but if you, want to do music with us, you need to quit cold turkey. And I did, like that. You know what I mean?
You did quit.
The thing about,
and
bro,
how old were you at this point?
17.
This is 17, okay.
In my first crib by myself and stuff like
so
that.
So Country was how old? Same age as you?
He was 21.
21 at that time?
Yeah, for sure. I remember the first time I met dude, what's it called? He was making a beat at my boy Trice's house. Shout out to Mr. Trice. What's it called? They was working on an album called Deeper Than Your Average. It was the first version of this mixtape. Anyways, what's it called? When I heard these guys' music, I realized like that I needed to step my game up. Because before that, I was just your basic LBK 806 rapper where every rhyme has to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It was... You know what I'm saying? We've all came up from a certain standard to. Anyways, so with Country, I remember when I met him, like, first off, dude looked like my age or younger. I remember I asked him, how old are you, youngster? Or something of that sense, you know what I'm saying? It was different words, but I don't talk that way anymore now, so I'm trying to. Anyways, and I was 17 talking to him like he was the little guy. You know what I'm saying?
He looked younger than you.
Yeah, how old are you, youngster? He's 21. Oh, my bad, homeboy.
Look young.
Anyways,
Country does look young, fool. He does look young for his age,
man. Shit. But look, what's it called? Shoot, we hit it off kind of instantly once I started getting better. Cause when you're working with good artists like that, cause I'm gonna just say this up front, Country De La Rosa is the dopest independent artist, not rapper, independent musician that I've ever met. Country De La Rosa got some jams. And I don't care how bro feels about me, regardless of any of that, you know what I'm saying? I love him. That's my brother. You feel me? We came up together. You feel me? We came up from nothing. Nobody wanted to mess with us because we were just a little Mexican guys. You know what I'm saying? The thing hit about bro, he had it because he was actually a really good rapper. Like that, better than everybody in the room at all times. That type stuff. Dude is cold. But what's it called? I don't know, man.
So when he called you out on social media, like, how'd you feel about that?
I was devastated. It's my brother. It's my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, what's it called? I never knew what it was gonna be like the next time I saw a dude. You feel me? Now, if he walked into that door right now, I would probably break down in tears. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I love that dude.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got Country De La Rosa.
When I got like that. But when what's it called? Hold up. No.
Comes out of nowhere with
but anyways,
bright
like,
lights and
when
shit.
I saw a dude get signed to La Máquina, oh man, I tripped out. He made it. He did that. You feel me? Regardless of whatever, dude got signed. That's a lot more than anybody that a lot of other people, especially West Texas, can't even say. Most people ain't even never been considered and been rapping 20 years out here. You feel me?
So do you think right now that the things that you're saying, is this the new Xane? Would the old Xane talk like this?
The old Xane would be talking about guns and this and that and this and that and this and that. You feel me? Even though that's somebody that I came up with, I still had the mentality to what's the word?
React.
What's it called? or react in a bad way though, in a negative way. You feel me? Retaliate. You feel me? What's it called? Shoot, man. I mean, there's one thing somebody else said to cut a record talking about it. I'm not gonna diss somebody on a song that I have music with. How does that make any sense? You feel me? I've been dissed on multiple songs. You feel me? By people that I still supposed to be like that with. You feel me? I don't care. I know me. God knows me. If you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. If you're not, you're not. You know it. I ain't gonna speak on none of that. I love country, man. What's it called? Shout out to you, homeboy. I love you, man. You feel me? I'm a new man, bro. You feel me? I am still struggling with a few things, but I'm off the drugs. Drugs sucked my life away. Like
that was the next thing I wanted to talk about. When did you? What was your choice of drug?
It started off as cocaine. What's it called? It started off as cocaine, and it got to the point where I'm doing an 8-ball to a quarter of it a day. So spending $150 to $300 every day on powder.
How old were you when it started?
Well, when I first started doing powder, I was 17, and I think I used all the way till 18, and then I don't think I used powder again until I was like maybe 23, 24. Okay. I'm 29 now. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyways, what's it called? I went into depressed mode for a while. Lost my wife and stuff like that, and I'd never been through nothing like that, so it ripped me to shreds. And not only did I like lose my wife, but I lost people in my life that had been in my life since I was a young kid. So I really didn't know what to do because I didn't have any guidance. You feel me? I didn't believe in God at the time. I wasn't even. It wasn't that I didn't believe. I just ignored it. Even though I know the truth, I've been knowing what it is. But anyways, what's it called? It just got too expensive, bro. I used to kill $50 worth of that stuff under 30 minutes. You feel me? So what's it called? By 2019, I'm in the streets, like fully in the streets, staying in hotels and all kinds of stuff.
And at the same time, you're doing music and
doing music, and bro, I'm doing sessions out of hotel rooms, geeked out of my mind. You know what I mean? It was crazy. I'm recording with a snowball. I ain't even have an N990 like this. I'm recording off a $50 snowball. You feel me? Some cheap $10 headphones type stuff. One thing I've always said with the music, it's not what you have, it's how you use it. Even whenever I was thrown out of my mind, I could still do some good music.
Some people say that there's lots of artists that make their best music on drugs and shit.
Say, you heard about the Nikki Sixx? Have you heard the Nikki Sixx story? You know, Motley Crue in there, where he wrote a book where he documented every day of his life for I think like 3-4 years, and he was going through the trips, he would write down his trips when he would see leprechauns and stuff walking through the room, and just going after I've already gone through that. It's like, cause before I started doing my thing and being crazy, I used to judge the heck out of people like that. God, I was one of those guys. You feel me? Like even people that were close to me. You know what I'm saying? When I found out about something like that, you feel me? But I've been on the bottom of the barrel. I know how it feels. You feel me? If I see an old friend that just looks like somebody I went to school with or whatever, and they look like they out there, and I ran into a lot of them when I was out there in the streets in Lubbock, man, say people that were popular in school and stuff like that. You feel me? I was the type of dude to make sure that I got a 2-bed hotel in case I would end up having to help somebody, and I would every day. You feel me? Right. I'm that type of person. I want to help. Even if I can't help myself, I still want to help somebody else. It's my calling to help. You feel me? Yeah. To be an example.
So I want to get back to
yeah, my bad.
So you started when you started realizing cocaine wasn't strong enough?
Yeah. What's it called? I found out about this other drug. I found out about crystal, and crystal was like $20 for like a gram of it, and that gram would last a week. I never smoked. I played with my nose. You feel me? And what's it called? First, another thing, like this is like real hard for me. So if y'all see me kind of, it's because like this. Hey, man,
it's cool.
That thing sucked the life
me and Brother
out of
Jake
me,
are glad you came
homeboy.
to this platform to do this. So
yeah, hey, and I appreciate the opportunity because I've never got to do this, bro. You feel me? But what's it called? 2-3 months ago, I would have been crying at this point. Now I'm already to a point where I can be in the wilderness with the people that are still out there doing that and minister to them and tell them what they got to do to change it, because I got away from it. You feel me? Yeah, and I was, hey, if y'all know anything about Xane Up, if y'all know anything about who was formerly EWO, I was grimy, bro. Like, man, I hurt so many people, bro. I hurt so many people, but I've helped more people than I hurt. So whenever I got to the point where I couldn't bond out of jail or get money put in my books, that's jacked up. Hundreds of artists, hundreds, not just a couple hundred, hundreds, 400, 500, 600 artists, maybe more. Mo3, I worked with Mo3. I worked with Just Brittany. I worked with some big names in the worldly circuit. But even when I did that, that didn't work. You feel me? I dedicated my whole life to music. Anyways, let me get back to my bad. I ramble, you guys. So
Let's
please
go.
excuse me. So I switched over to this other drug, and man, that stuff, it's like when you even just do one little pinner that size, you can't eat for 2-3 days. You can't look nobody in the eye for 2-3 days if you're hiding it. If you're open about your addiction, you know what I'm saying, you like that anyways. I wasn't. I was the type of guy.
You couldn't function?
I couldn't function, and I still had to do video shoots and sessions every day in order to pay for my hotel rooms, food, and or drugs. You feel me? I got kids. I still got to make sure that baby mama's got cut or something, just so I'm not, y'all know what it's like, man. You feel me? But anyways, I was on that. I got on that starting February 2020, and I used meth from February 2020 all the way to December 17th, 2020. That was the last day I ever used meth. That 10 months of using that did way more damage to me than the years and years of powder. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Stay off of drugs.
So how'd you quit? Like,
I was at a raunchy hotel in Lubbock, Texas. Lubbockans know it as the Coronado Inn. It's one of them places. Walls paper thin, stuff like that. Anyways, I'm coming down off of like a 10-day binge. I remember getting a knock on the door, and the hotel owners at the door asking for money or asking for me to leave, one of the two. So I remember I was $10 short on my room. $10 short. This and that. She said, well, that's cool. I'll take it for now, but if you don't pay us by 5 p.m., you're out. You know what I'm saying? $10. Crazy. I remember closing the door. I go in the restroom to clean myself up or whatever, and there's dry blood coming from my nostril. And coated. Somebody that just knocked on the door that I owe money to just saw me with coated blood coming down my face that was dry. I weeped. I cried like a baby. It was nuts. Anyways, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this $10, because I ain't trying to be out there in Lubbock, me just out in the open. Heck no, I'm a hider. I ain't going to let it. I'm not, this face, people recognize me.
Yeah.
Like easy, and it sucks having to always explain the situation that I was in.
So like your meth addiction, it made you it caused you to have a lot of enemies in your own city?
Oh yeah, straight up. I can't tell you how many sessions I lost. I can't tell you how much footage I lost from constantly getting robbed or.
So like you would say for you did a video for somebody and you didn't deliver the product after they paid you?
Yeah. I mean, circumstance after circumstance, but when it happens more than once, for me, once, shame on you. For me, twice, shame on me. Anyways, so that's something I'm dealing with right now, is making amends for those guys. Even the ones that still do worldly music. I can't work with worldly artists, but I still owe these people. You feel me? And it's not like I'm breaded up. I'm not to the point to where I'm just recovered completely financially. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm trying to knock out what I owe people. I'm trying to whatever. Some people, they ain't even trying to hear it. They on some when we run into each other type stuff. It's gonna be this. I'm trying to be peaceful. You feel me? It's what
But
it
some
is.
people
I made a
won't
lot of enemies, man, and I made a lot of mistakes. But what's it called?
Saying some people won't accept it. They don't care.
Oh yeah, they ain't trying. Some people ain't trying to hear it, especially the people that just wanted to work with me because they believed in me and they saw even through my addiction and stuff like that. Those are the people that I should have taken care of. You feel me?
So you got a message right now to them, to the
Yeah.
people.
So what's it called? If I've ever, you feel me? If there was ever anything that I did to hurt you or with your music or in anything in general, even if it was you, if it was somebody fronting me trying to help me so I could get back on my stuff and I didn't deliver, I'm sorry, man. Hit me up, I will make it right, man. Real talk. As much as I can anyways, you feel me? I'm not gonna shoot no video. I'm not gonna shoot no video where there's a Santa Muerte sign in front of you, but I will make it right, you feel me? What's it called? I can't hand over something that I ain't got though. So what's it called? But I'm on the way to a major comeback and it's gonna be awesome. And y'all all see it's gonna be great. But it's not my name won't even be involved. It's for God's glory now. You feel me? What's it called? I didn't go through no 12-step program or nothing like that. You know what I mean? This is all spiritual.
All you.
So let me get back to when I was finna get kicked out of the hotel room on the last day that I used. I called a buddy of mine in the gospel circuit that I worked with while I was doing videos. What's it called? Pretty much on some look. This is happening. I need this much money, or I'm gonna be out the door. You feel me? At this point, I was at a point in my addiction where I couldn't tell what was real and I couldn't tell what the drug was just doing. I just couldn't tell. I was very lost at the time. I was very lost in my addiction at the time. Anyways, bro told me, look, Xane, I can't enable you, so I'm not gonna send you $10 to your Cash App. But what I will do is I'll send you a bus ticket to a rehab facility and they'll take care of you. You know what I mean? You'll be good. And while you're in the home, I'll take care of you. I'll make sure you're good. I thought I was going to a rehab that you check yourself into on some government assisted type stuff. It was actually a Christian men's home, a group home. Bro kind of pulled a fast one on me, you know what I mean? But honestly, that was the best thing that's happened for me. Shoot. At least being grown out on my own. You feel me?
So that's what that was like. What changed you? Like,
yeah, man.
Recently.
I gave my life to God December 17, 2020. What's it called? I've had some mess ups, some dings and dangs here and there. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy road, bro.
Hey, look, and doing this is the hardest thing like I've ever done. And you know how hard it is being a Latino trying to get into music.
Yeah.
Y'all know how hard that was. You feel me? So what's it called? To go from being on top of the world to being the point and laugh, ha guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and it still breaks my heart about the music. You feel me? I'm seeing people that I worked with for years, and all I wanted to do was see them succeed, but only to be a small part of it, and to see them continue on with their stuff without me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Real, that hurts, but that is a life that God delivered me from. And what's it called? Take it, I don't want it. You hear me? Like, what's it called? I mean, what EWO was all about, the 806 movement and the West Texas movement, everybody doing their thing. You feel me? I don't care who you're working with as long as you working. You feel me? Let's do some music together. When I started doing the 806 ciphers, there was people that you would have never seen or heard together. You know what I'm saying? Before I picked up on EWO, it was a lot of racial tension in West Texas. A lot of racial tension. Nobody wanted to work with each other that wasn't their own people. And that was weird to me. I'm from East Austin. You know what I mean? I'm from Austin, bro. Like, color, that's weird. Like, that's some weird old school traditional stuff. You know what I mean? Come on with all that.
So like your movement was for that?
My movement was to bring people together that
races.
you never see or hear together. You know what I'm saying? Not even about races, just people in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it called? I don't know. For example, what's it called? Trillis Out the 806 Legends Edition. You got your Mr. Coop, you got your Vital Squad, you got
that shit. A lot of people said that shit was legendary, bro.
That was perfect. We got ABC in the mix, you know what I mean? Like it was perfect. Got Yellow Boy, you feel me? So like before, I don't think Mr. Coop and Yellow Boy ever did a song together. You know what I'm saying? At least but see, that made it happen, and it broke a lot of ice in the area for artists to feature with each other because they was on the cypher together. Hey, let's do a record. You feel me? Plus, I got to work with most of them anyway, so it was great, man. I wasn't expecting it to do what it did though. Absolutely not. It was crazy. I can't even be nowhere in Midland, Odessa. I can't go nowhere without somebody stopping me, and you know what I'm saying, either this and that on some weird stuff, or mostly the opposite. You feel me? We really put in work for this.
Man, you did, man. You put ciphers that did big numbers, man. Yeah, you also did the video for our cipher from Midland, Odessa area. That shit did good numbers. It was dope, man. So you put in a lot of work, bro. Like, are you gonna miss messing with the people that you used to mess with? Because now
I miss them guys, man. Real talk. And I'm gonna just say it like this, because I've worked with you too. I miss you guys, bro. You feel me? But it's not on the cool. This is not the end. This is not the end of our story. And the reason I say our story is because when I linked up with Medessa, you know what I'm saying, the 806 and Medessa started working with each other a whole lot more. Like a lot. You feel me? It was kind of tripped me out. You know what I mean? But this ain't the end of our story though. I can't really just do worldly music like that right now because it messes with my blessings.
Could you elaborate that?
What's that?
Worldly music.
Worldly music. Yeah. Okay, so what I do music for now is for God. It's for the complete glory and honor of God, of Jesus. You feel me? I want my payment. I ain't even worried about money or nothing like that. What I want is, if I help one person come over to this side, that's payment enough for me. I let a lot of people into darkness. A lot of people. Thousands of people. Oh, man, it was nuts. I didn't even realize it. You feel me? This stuff, this Illuminati stuff, you feel me? I didn't believe in Illuminati. When I first came up with Eyes Wide Open, it was against Illuminati. You feel
I was
me?
wanting to ask you about that, bro. I thought it wasn't Illuminati.
No,
because I think
not.
one time I saw you post a symbol, and it was like some kind of saying, and it was like an Illuminati saying.
Yeah.
So I thought, damn.
You're talking about when something you're more powerful than you think, something of that sort.
Like that, yeah.
Something of that sort. Now at the time, I was dealing with some individuals that are into energy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And when you're around them type of people, it bleeds off of you. But anyways, back to what we were saying. Worldly music is just music that does just to be 100%. It's music that doesn't glorify God. And when you what's it called? Do y'all believe in God?
I believe in God, but I don't believe in religion.
Okay, I don't believe in religion either. Religion is
I'm like agnostic.
Okay.
I don't have any beliefs, but not saying that. It's like being an atheist, but atheists say it's not real. I'm agnostic where I don't believe in anything, but I'm not saying what you're saying.
I see. No, I understand what you're saying. All right, so like bro, you say you don't believe in religion. I don't either. Religion,
like there's a lot of confusion.
There's idolizing and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. Like there's a whole lot of. My job as a man of God is to bring some light into that darkness. Cause I'm the type of person I could be staying at a hotel in a city like in one of the, let's just say I ended up having to come here for work or whatever, and I had to chill at a hotel in Odessa. You feel me? And let's say I'm at a raunchy hotel because I'm looking for the cheapest one. You know what I mean? I can be out there with the people that are still out there doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and I can reach them because I was them. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me and like doing the music and what's it called? The reason I said earlier this ain't the end of our story is because people gonna start seeing what God's doing in my life, and they gonna want some of that. You feel me? What's it called? I'm not a preacher. You feel me? That's not me. You feel me? But I'm just want to be even a little dim light. Just dim light, just tiny. Even if I'm just a little tiny light, I gotta be something to inspire you to make change for yourself. See, if there's somebody that's going through what I was going through, anyway.
I've always said like whatever gets you through the day. Like, I agree with it. I'm not gonna tell you that I think what you believe in is wrong. I'm not gonna say nothing like that. I'm gonna tell people it's not for me.
Right.
I grew up in a church. My grandfather was a bishop in Texas for the United States for the apostolic. How you say it? The
Apostolic.
apostolic. Yeah, they're like Pentecostals kind of.
Right.
Of the apostolic church.
There's a huge religious spirit on that. Very much.
It's a big church. So my grandfather was the bishop. So I grew up in a church. I grew up like I was going to Sunday school. I was doing traveling, going to conventions. I did all that shit, bro.
I see.
But then at the end of the day, like it wasn't for me. Like I found out one day why it wasn't for me because I thought it turned me into a hypocrite. I thought it made me a better version of a bad version of myself.
I see.
It wasn't for me at the end of the day. But if it's good for you and it helps you, like I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I would never be against it.
Right.
Stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's like my take.
I got one buddy of mine, bro. What's it called? Like this dude, somebody I consider an OG in my life. You feel me? What's it called? Dude is very, very, very much. What's the word you said earlier? Not ignite. What's it called? Let's just say he on the opposite side of the tracks. You feel me?
Yeah.
On some demonic type stuff. Even him, because even still, I'm not just gonna just cut everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Unless they did something like really messed up to me. Me and dude, we stay in contact. You feel me? And like he even commented on one of mine and my bro's videos the other day. I'm more proud of y'all than anybody else. This and that. You know why? Because we was grimy. And if he sees a little bit of a change in us, and this guy does not believe in God. I mean, he says he doesn't, but
he was thinking if it works for you, then
yeah. I mean, I
make you
guess
a better person.
It makes it because man, I was boy. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like now, there's life in me again. Feel me? Actually got my cheeks. You feel me? You know how long I haven't had these for? You feel me? That game, bro. That game is wilding out, bro. Anyways, but look, eventually these people are gonna see a change in me, and they gonna want a piece of that. And some of them people gonna end up on this side of the tracks, and those people will inspire others to do the same. You feel me? I don't care about none of that other stuff. I just care about your soul, man. Just care about your soul, and I love, and especially people that I've already worked with. I love them people. It wasn't just and anybody that knows me knows I wasn't just on a client business guy relationship. Anybody that worked with me, we were friends to a certain extent. You feel me? Rap goes a long way. You know how many times I've called my clients to pull up on me with choppers because I had something crazy going on, and they did. Like almost every single time. You feel what I'm saying?
He said, and they
So
did.
who are the people?
did, though.
Who are the people that you want to shout out where you're from that always like they rode with you throughout the whole entire thing, bro?
First and foremost, man, one person that stuck with me behind all the craziness, even when I was in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Young Jari, or Big Homie Jari from La Mesa.
I'm glad you pointed. I was doing a little fishing right there.
Yeah.
That's what I like to call it.
Yeah.
He stood up for you in a post. That shit that happened with the country.
He
stood up for you. Like he fucking like said, anybody wants a problem,
I'll go get him right now. And I heard about it. Actually, someone real close to me called me like on some, hey, I seen this, but not just to tell me so they could start some drama, because the old me would have let me get an address and this and that and this and that. You feel me? When I heard about it, it made me laugh because I'm literally, I ain't even involved in that, bro. Why y'all still? You feel me? Plus, almost 8 months clean now, bro. Come on, go talk about something else. You feel me?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love even the people that talk bad about me. I love y'all. I forgive y'all. Please forgive me too. You feel me? What's it called? I am trying to move on. And regardless, even if you on this side of the tracks or that side of the tracks, you're gonna hear my name and you're gonna see me all over the place. You feel me?
So you got some big things coming up. That's
some
good. Let's
huge
save it.
stuff coming up.
We're gonna let them announce some stuff, man. I got some other important questions to ask them. Stay with us. We're gonna take a little break.
Hey, man.
Well, my
Hey,
bad.
y'all pros at this, though.
Bro, you good?
Yeah.
And we're back at it with the one and only Xane. Got the homeboy brother Jake, man. How do y'all feel about this podcast so far, bro?
Feeling pretty good, you know what I'm saying?
I think we're gonna have some really good
Great.
conversations.
It's great, yes sir.
We're touching on some good points, man. I want to appreciate you for like opening up about your addiction, bro. I know that was like a
That's hard.
that was a tough topic to cover, and like you willing to like express your feelings and all that, like what you went through, and let people know about it. Like it's an amazing thing, bro. I appreciate that because if anybody's going through the same thing, you know, like your words to them are probably what they need to hear right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Somebody
Definitely.
who's been in it, somebody
who
who's getting
came
out of it.
Yes, sir.
So I hope if you're going through an addiction, I hope you know you use his words for good.
If you are going through addiction, man, you need some help, inbox me. I know what to do. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's love, man. That's love
Yes,
right
sir.
there, man. Y'all hit up Xane and shit, man. So like, how has the transition been from switching from worldly hip hop to Christian hip hop?
So let me say this. Off the rip, in the world, I never paid for a feature. In the world, I never came out of pocket to do a song with somebody, big or not. You feel me? What's wild about the gospel circuit is every semi-big or big gospel artist that I've reached out to for a feature has sent me back a price list. And I thought that was wild at first, but I'm starting to understand that the money that comes from that goes towards their ministry or towards whatever they got going. And like these guys I've reached out to, these are like true, very powerful men of God. You know
So
what
you
I'm
got Christian
saying?
artists that are charging you.
Yeah, it's
good amounts.
wild. It's wild. Good. Look, it's not just necessarily
I mean,
nothing. You feel me?
They probably say that, you know, it goes to the church, but do you believe 100%? Like, well, I'm sure they keep some of the money, no?
Well, these guys,
They gotta record
these
and
guys are
shit.
constantly on. Whether it's sessions for
That makes
one,
sense.
set the road.
Pay for the session.
I'm not just reaching out to artists that are still on the porch, coming up off the porch like I am right now. I'm trying to jump out with some hot gospel music that even the people that are waiting for me to drop something crazy for them, because that's the usual content that they expected me to give them, I don't know, it's even they gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a certain style, and taking my style that I know and speaking about the things that I'm speaking about now, I feel like it's gonna inspire somebody, especially somebody that, got away from what I got away from, or it's trying to get away from it. You feel me? I just want to help. You know what I mean? I helped the enemy bring people to that other side for so long, and man, so countless amounts of people. The way I see it, if I can bring even just 10 of them back, I did my job. You feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to the 806. Shout out to the 432. Shout out to West Texas in general. I love you guys. I miss you guys like crazy. Y'all turn up. Y'all do y'all's thing, bro. Real talk. All this craziness is going to be worth it for somebody. And when one of you guys make it, we make it too. So either way it goes, you know what I mean? Let me just back a little bit more just to put this on the table. I'm not doing this to make it anymore. I was trying to make it. I dedicated my whole life for, like almost 15 years, you know what I mean, trying to make it and reach a goal that is constantly moving. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to catch something whenever it's constantly moving forward. You feel me? You got to move forward with it. You feel me? If I would have been doing the worldly music like I was doing for so long in another area, I would have blew up a long time ago. A long time ago. I directed over 500 music videos. You feel me? And worked with some big artists. You feel me?
Who's the biggest artist you worked with?
Mo3.
Oh yeah? How was that? What was that experience like, bro?
Say that it was awesome, and another thing about it was like he was still a little guy too. I don't think he'd even touched 100 yet. You know what I mean? So he was cool. You feel me? He did a song with Rollo from Street Made ENT, Free Rollo, man. Vase was on the song, a few Lubbock artists. It was live, and he was right there in the midst of us, and you know what I'm saying, around all the other Latino artists, showing us love like if we'd known him for years. You feel me?
That's dope.
Mo3 was awesome, bro. Like Mo3 was so cool. There was another chance.
So how did you work with him first, real quick?
What's that?
What, like you recorded for him? Or
Nah, I shot a music video he was featured on, and then a couple months after that, he ended up recording with me in my big studio that I had in Lubbock, in North Lubbock. what's it called? Him and Trap Boy Freddy was actually in the studio together doing a song together. And I remember Mo3 got paid $1,800 for both of them to get on a song with the Lubbock artist that was paying for the feature. G's up. Anyways, what's it called? Trap Boy Freddy wasn't even worth $250 at the time. You know what I'm saying? Mo3 gave Trap Boy Freddy $900. Half of what, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even worth $400 yet at the time. You feel what I'm saying? So the way Mo3 was such a stand-up dude, such a good guy. So for things to turn out the way that they did, whether Trap Boy had something to do with it or not, he laughed at the fact that his former best friend got murdered. And somebody to be able to do that, man, that just shows what kind of person you are.
What's the rumors that Trap Boy Freddy had him killed?
I don't know. I don't know about none of that, but I know whenever when the traffic was backed up on the highway, what's it called? Trap Boy Freddy got on Instagram while he was on that highway, like on some, hey man, y'all get up off the highway, man. I got stuff to do, man. Laughing, making fun of the fact that Mo3 got hurt tonight. It was obvious that the news was already out that something had happened to him.
I didn't even know about
and what's it
I
called?
know what video you're talking about.
It's
too.
crazy. It's nuts, bro. And like I said, Mo3 showed Trap Boy Freddy so much love. I can't even believe that. And there's a lot of other stories that came from that weekend. Happened from that weekend. There was situations like songs being taken word for word from 806 artists, and now they're being released in Dallas under other artist names. It's crazy. It's wilding out. That was a crazy time. A crazy time for me in my music career, because I remember the day after we did that recording session with Trap Boy and Mo3, I had to shoot to La Mesa to shoot a video for Loetz that he had GT Garza on. So I got to record Mo3
That's
and
some
Trap
dope
Boy
little history right there, bro.
One night, and this is West Texas, bro. You
That's
feel me?
crazy.
This is West Texas, and we in there. We in there was, bro. Trap Boy Freddy was breaking up some pot right there next to where I was producing. And keep in mind, guys, this is stuff that I did before I gave my life to God. You feel me? I'm just giving a bit of my testimony. So to be able to be right there at that desk while I do this semi-big artist, whether he was at the time or is gonna be, he turned out to be. He on a song with T.I. now, you feel me?
Yeah,
like
it's
that's on me remix. Like it's
See, you know what's crazy? This is your past life you're talking about,
Yeah.
but you light up about it though, because no matter what, you love the work.
I miss it. I don't miss the craziness.
Yeah.
I don't miss.
But
you know how many times I've got beat up? I've been shot. I've been stabbed. All kinds of stuff because of this music stuff. You feel me? Not even just because of the music stuff, because whenever your head is that big, you gotta have women every day type stuff. So me always being around different women, you got boyfriends and baby daddies and stuff tripping. I went through some stuff, man. But no. I'm saying, like, that weekend, I got to record with Mo3 and Trap Boy Freddy and then shoot to La Mesa to work with GT Garza for the first time. And that was all within 24 hours. It was crazy. It was crazy. I remember I was asleep. I was at a homegirl's house. I was asleep, and my phone is just blowing up. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. Hey, I need you to get up. I'm picking you up right now. My car's outside of homegirl's house, but he was adamant about me riding with him, so I did. He's like, I got you. This and that, this and that. I think the total that came out after that session was gonna be like $120, because I used to charge $60 a track, and it was a 2-hour session. But the guy G's Up didn't feel good paying them $900 a piece and paying me less than $500. So let's just say I went home with a good little amount of money just off the strength that night. Plus I got up at 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm glad to not have to really do stuff like that no more, because now I can be normal. Normal is better, bro. Normal is better. And the rap life was fun and all that. It was cool, man, but woo, I was stressed out, man. That's why I needed them drugs, man. Them drugs was there for me when no one else was, man. Real talk.
That's a sad truth. You know what I mean? For a lot of people. And shit like
Real talk, man. What's it called? But like I said before I went through what I went through, I judged people like that, kind of point and laugh type stuff. So I guess I got a taste of my own medicine. You feel me? But what's it called? What I'm doing now is funner, and I'm just saying it's funner on this side, y'all. It's just better. In Jesus'
That's
name.
dope, bro.
Yes,
So
sir.
so what do you got coming up? Like, Do you think are you gonna start doing shows, or like are you gonna start doing like preaching and stuff like that?
Not quite. Not at this point. I just don't think that I'm in the right. It's not that season is not for me right now. You feel me?
Okay.
Christian rap is not just something where you can go on stage, press play, and do your song. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to be able to minister. You got to be able to feel what's in the room. You got to be able to feel the problems that somebody out of the 100 people or whatever that's in front of you, somebody's got a certain problem specifically. And if you call that problem out right in front of them, because who knows, maybe that person doesn't just fully believe. Maybe he's there for the music or whatever.
That's dope. Like, that's dope what you're doing. Like,
but no,
you're gonna
I'm
start
not ready
using the
for
music,
shows.
like to be spiritual and shit, like spiritual connection with music.
I just want the people to know Jesus is real. And what's it called? He's done and he's doing so much for me right now. Like, God, I don't even know how to. You feel me? And I'm still in the wilderness. I'm still out there with the crazies. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? But they not crazies to me. These are people that I love and that I want to see do better. One thing as a man of God, it's my job to edify. It's my job to uplift you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Kicking a man while he's down. I've been kicked while I'm down for years. Oh man, these guys, whoo, it's crazy. All the people I done. You feel me? But I didn't do it for that. I did at the time. I was doing music for money. That's all I know how to make money with. I don't know how to cook or none of that stuff.
Back to the Christian. Like, do you have any Christian projects coming out? Like,
Yeah.
like CDs, albums, or anything?
I am right now. I'm just doing singles, videos, and stuff like that. I do have a song that I'm working on with Antoine Hill from Kingdom Music. That'll be coming out. We're gonna shoot it at the end of closer to the end of August. At the end of August. I have a song with a visionary pastor from San Antonio named Dre Loke, somebody that I used to do music with when I was a young kid. You know what I mean? What's it called? Dude stayed strong in his ministry. So what's it called? We're gonna do some music together. I got some other names coming. I got some other names that I'll be doing music too, but I don't want to put that on. I don't want to let the left hand know what the right hand's doing just yet. You know what I mean? But I got some awesome stuff coming up.
Well, what's the latest stuff that you just barely put out?
I put out a record the other day. I put a record out 2-3 days ago. The record is called Jesus is King. It's a record that I did with my brother in Christ, Brother JC. Brother JC is, he used to go by Doja whenever we was in the world and we did music. I knew him as
J-Dog. Shout out to J-Dog.
Yeah, man.
It's been a long time, bro. Shout out to J-Dog.
Amen. But look, we did pretty much juggalo music together, juggalo rap, you feel me? It wasn't just the crowd I was trying to appease, but with my voice and my style, the juggalo and the Tech 9
bro.
people.
So were you like painting your faces and everything?
Oh, I wasn't, but the people that I was going on stage with pretty much was. There's Sick Made Killers, you got Sick One and Roach Joker, Sick Ones from Lubbock, Roach Joker, and
How long ago was this when y'all were trying to be juggalo?
This was like 2015, 2016. I even performed at the Gore Fest in Denver in 2015.
That's crazy.
The day that and I remember I shot some videos for some big juggalo artists at the time. I think it was Schizo and Mastermind. They're kind of big in the.
Hey,
anyways, but it's crazy. I say that to say this,
JC,
that I was out there with the people pretty much doing the opposite of what I'm doing now. And for me to go to doing this, it's kind of huge. It's special. You feel me? It's special.
Yeah.
I just want to help people find God. When other stuff starts to happen, that'll be time for other people on the outside that are looking in to realize Xane ain't playing no games.
And you know what's dope? Good or bad, you're still doing music.
Hey man, that's all I know.
Music is the rest of your life.
It's
That's
music.
what you're gonna do.
I feel me. Ever since I got shot, I can't even just walk straight no more. You feel me? I do this. You feel me? I do this, but I'm just trying to do some music, and now I'm trying to do it for the right reasons. What's it called? Keep on the lookout. It's gonna be awesome. Some things that are gonna be happening real soon, and just because we don't got this, not all the artists I'm friends with or whatever see the same see eye to eye about certain things, it's not like this is gonna be the last time we work together. We will. It's just trust me. Timing is everything. You feel me?
Okay.
But I'm having fun. I'm having a whole lot of fun with this.
Hey, so
man.
what do you feel like? What do you feel about the world today, bro? Like the direction the whole world's moving into. What do you feel about like this latest pandemic and shit?
Man, see, that's the pandemic. I remember when Corona first hit Lubbock and we went on to lockdown for the first time. I was riding in a Stolo and everything because I knew I didn't have the money or nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding around for like 3 weeks in a stolen car with a fake tag and all kinds of stuff, but I needed somewhere to go. I wasn't trying to be in hotel rooms and around people. What's it called? From that first week on, I don't think I shot any music videos or did sessions for 3 months. Not only because nobody had money to spend on music, but shoot, I didn't even have equipment at the time. You feel me? That's all I know how to make money with. Can't make no money without even a snowball and a laptop, like nothing. So it was just pretty much robbing and doing what I gotta do. The only time I would eat was whenever I would go to Walmart and ring up a deli tray as a tomato or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I lived at the hotel right across the street, man. I mean, that was the only time I ate. Maybe once every couple of days. You feel me? It was bad, bro. It was nuts. What was the question again?
What was that?
My bad. I ramble, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me.
Sidetracked me. I don't remember what the question was. Does anybody remember what the question was?
It's all good. On to the next one.
What the fuck did I
man.
say? Do you remember?
COVID.
Oh, pandemic. Yes.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
So,
Told you.
there was like,
How
bro,
did it affect you? How
I
did it
didn't
affect
do
you?
no shows for a whole year, bro.
Whole year.
I didn't do no shows. Like even when I didn't just charge someone a certain amount to perform, that was half my income. They would still break me off proper according to what they made at the door and whatnot. You feel me? Especially in Lubbock, like, shoot, now the stuff out of town and open up for people and stuff like that, I'm not gonna do that without getting paid. One thing I wasn't into doing was paying to rap. Going to a place and paying a fee to perform, you're out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? My mindset at the time. What's it called? It's a little bit different now because I've been that guy. You feel me? One thing I never did though, even when I was throwing shows on a regular in the 806, you got your O-Bar days and stuff like that. I never charged no one to perform. Now like the ciphers and stuff like that, that's different. The way I did that was I charged a little fee to get on the ciphers and because people wasn't showing up. But if you got
you put
something
your money
invested,
up,
if you got something invested, you're going to show up. If you don't, you lose your investment. You feel me? So at this point, now that you got something invested, you're not gonna not show up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just
That's
to clear up any, there wasn't no. You know how much it costs to put a video on World Star, y'all? Shoot, you know what I mean? Like $750 to $1,000. You know what I mean? And that's not even front page. You feel me? So if I got 10 artists on one song and I'm charging $75 a piece, why do you think that is? You feel me? It's not about just. I got videos.
That makes
I got videos that I make money with and stuff
Trying to
like
have
that.
people help themselves subliminally.
It's what's it called? Would you have gone on World Star prior to doing that project with me? Think about it like that. You know what I mean? All I was doing was trying to help you and shoot, make a little name for myself and a little cheddar. I mean, that's any man.
Hey, you know what? That brings me to another question.
Yes, sir.
Kind of weirdly, but what do you feel about artists who state to themselves like they have a group of friends, they're rapping, they're doing shows, but they don't want to work with anybody? What do you got to say to them? They don't like to collaborate. The
way I see that, if they don't want to work with somebody, it's because they think they better. You know what I'm saying? But
they don't want to work with anybody, no matter what.
Maybe, I mean, shoot.
Is that a bad thing?
Trust your own process.
You know, there's some people that just want to see what they could do.
Do you not think it's better to network with the people in your city?
The reason we do features is to get some of their fans, you know? You know what I mean? That's the reason we collaborate. That's the reason we work with artists. I'm gonna probably end up doing a song with Lizzo Life and Killer Mike again one of these days. Lizzo Life and Killer Mike is the artist that created Eyes Wide Open with me. You feel me? What's it called? I'm pretty sure I'll end up doing some music with them again. It's not gonna be what it used to be. You know what I mean? But what's it called? Anyways, back to the thing.
Do you think it's a bad or a good thing for a rapper to do that, or it's whatever?
I think it's a terrible thing. I think it's a terrible
Not
thing.
wanna
How are you gonna gain a fan base if you're not working outside of your circle? It's never gonna grow. You feel what I'm saying?
I guess it depends because let's say somebody that just comes out of left field and were to blow up. Not somebody that's trying to come up locally. Let's take the struggle out the game. Let's just say a big artist just boom came out of left field like the baby. You know what I'm saying? Just ate. Everybody's digging the person style and shit. If the person weren't to work with nobody for 2 years,
Yeah.
that'd make people want.
That too, and by the end of that 2 years, that artist is gonna be a monster.
And if that person does start working with them after a good year or two,
That-
so like
that's
let's
a whole
say
different. He's building his brand and
that's
making
what I'm
it
saying.
hard to get a.
That's the only way I could really see it because
that makes sense.
It's like
I've never just done
But
a
that's
bunch
for
of
somebody who
singles.
blew up, though.
I'm the type of guy, I want everybody involved. So if I got a 15-track mixtape, at least 10 of those are gonna have a feature. You feel me? As an upcoming artist, as an artist trying to build a brand for themselves. Now, me, if I were to, could I drop a solo mixtape with no features right now and do some numbers? You're absolutely right. You feel me? I sure can. But I've already built my brand. You feel me? Yeah, I'm in a rebuild stage right now. You know what I mean? But it's not like you don't know that person when you see that person or when you hear my voice. Y'all know that Xane Up. You feel me? It's the old, and more than likely, it's the old Xane Up. I'm still working on getting my new content together. I don't even spell my name the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason for that was.
Oh, I just noticed that it was a Z.
Yeah,
Now it's X.
it was a Z before. It was a Z before, and see, my real name is Xavier Castilleja. You know what I mean?
His name is Xavier.
My real name is Xavier
That's your
Castilleja,
tocayo.
and it's spelled Xavier. So there's a lot of Xaviers in the world.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I took the Z, and that's where Xane came from. So as far as me changing it to an X, I was thinking just cut out the Xane Up altogether and start something fresh. But breaks my heart just talking about it. You know what I mean? Yes, I know I'm supposed to let go of
I like
all
how you
my
do
old
that though.
things.
That's
Yeah,
intriguing.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Like ever since you said that, that's been like
It's
that's always been like a backup for me in life. I'm sorry.
What's that?
go ahead.
It's just that's always been a backup for me in life. I remember like being a kid and like getting in a fight
Right.
and everybody being like, you know, it's the kid Jake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's somewhere down that way.
Yeah.
You know, they pull up and they be like, Jake. I'll be like, yeah, no, man, my name is Xavier, bro.
Yeah, like a bug.
Don't know who the fuck Jake is.
So yeah, like when I ended up, I remember one time when I was in Lubbock County dealing with some warrants, and I'm sitting in Lubbock County, and I had already gave my life to God, but I got pinched down south for an old warrant. Feel me? Big long story on that. Y'all will hear about it later on me. That's a long story. But anyways, I got extradited back to Lubbock. It was like a 12-hour trip from the valley. In the back of a van, shackled from the ankles to the oh man, it was bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm back in Lubbock, and I'm in Lubbock County sitting in booking, and what's it called? I'm sitting next to a guy. We're making conversation, and this guy is like one of Lubbock's most wanted gang members type stuff. He's always in some stuff. Not gonna say his name, but anyways, we're talking about some stuff, and the gang unit walks up to us and it started making conversation with the guy I was sitting next to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? You like the food or what? That type stuff. Anyways, while the gang unit guy and this guy are having this conversation, I could see that the officer's eyes are like looking towards me like at a glare, like, you feel me? And I guess he was looking at my neck. You know, my logo's on my neck. What's it called? So they got done with their conversation, and the task force guy, the gang unit guy was, "What's up, Xane Up?" I kind of, excuse me? He did not just call me that. I started laughing. He was like, "What's up, man? I thought you changed your life and stuff like that. You know what I mean? What you doing back in Lubbock County?" You know what I mean? Anyways, I say that to say this, like, what's it called? People automatically think the worst about me. Automatically, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? Let me change that a little bit. You feel me? That's all I'm working towards, man. I want to show y'all the better me. I'm not going back to the old me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to move forward to the new me. But anyways, the reason that I changed it from Xane Up with a Z was because Z is the last letter.
Lower your pop. Sorry,
Z is the last letter of the alphabet. hence me always putting myself last. You know what I'm saying? Now, X is just a couple letters away from that, but it's not the last. I'm not gonna put myself last, but I will be putting God first in all aspects of life. You feel me?
It's pretty dope.
What's it called? It was kind of a, it's a tongue twister having to explain that. It really is.
Yeah.
But what's it called?
So speaking of your name, I'm sorry. You should have a motto or something like that that was "fuck Xane." Your hashtag. What was that?
Where did that come from?
So that was because in Lubbock, there was always somebody at a party, or, you feel me? I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Had more enemies, but I had a lot of friends. So they at parties or at shows, and my name comes up. You feel me? Because there's somebody at the party freestyling or doing this and that. Oh, you need to go over here to 1819 North University and meet Xane, bro. Xane will put you in the studio, this and that. And then there'll be somebody way on the other side of the room, F Xane, real quick, and the whole thing gets going. So I couldn't think of any overused phrases that would catch on. So you got your, I remember something that I used to do with some buddies when we was first coming up in the rap game. Our overused phrase was hashtag hold up. You know what I'm saying? It caught on. Anyways, I couldn't think of nothing that would catch on. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just give them what they want. F Xane. And why did it catch on? I don't know. You feel me? I don't know.
Crazy
but
about
that was the time when I was at the top of my peak. You feel me? I thought I was. Go ahead, brother.
What's crazy?
My boy Space did the same thing
Yeah.
when we were like,
Yeah.
I want to say 13.
And it worked, right?
But he's older than me.
Yeah.
He's like an OG to me. Like,
Yeah.
Because I come from the AI clique, all
the
intelligence.
space.
You know what I'm saying? And, I had some OGs. There was Space, Grim, Mr. A, and all them. But my boy Space, out of nowhere one day, the food shows up and, like, he has shirts for us and all kinds of shit, bro, that all say fuck Space. And we all we'd be at our shows.
Yeah.
Doing our shit, screaming out "fuck Space" with him right next to us, bro. Like, oh my mom.
I used to do the same thing with the whole crew on stage with me. It was crazy.
I
was
laughed
funny.
at it. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, I hope this dude doesn't think like
Yeah.
I think ill intent towards this shit.
Yeah.
I laughed at it. I'm
Yeah.
letting you know now. The reason I laughed at that shit was because it reminded me of my boy Space.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never ever seen no one else do that. And I know, like, there's no way you could have seen this
that's
shit.
dope because like
And it was your own thinking, so it's like that's what's dope about it. Like,
And
like
when
you're
it-
embracing the negativity and turning it into a positive.
Y'all can hate me, but y'all still gotta see me. You feel me? At
You're
the
still
time,
saying my name.
Yeah, you still gonna say it.
trademarks
You feel
fuck
me?
Xane,
Hey,
so every time somebody
real-
says it, he got to get paid and shit.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn.
You feel me? Something.
Yeah.
But
That's smart.
But what's it called? That was my worldly thinking, man. Nowadays, my name is completely irrelevant. My name is completely irrelevant. It's not about me. God will bless me with whatever I need to be blessed with when I'm right, when I'm living 100% on. Because there's some things I struggle with. You feel me? That's we no man is perfect. The only man that walked this earth that was perfect was Jesus. You feel me? I'm still working on a few things, but what's it called? Just whatever we gotta do to move on to the next step. You feel me?
You know what would be dope?
But that was funny though. I can't believe it caught on the way it did.
You know what would be dope if they had Christian battle rap, bro.
Hey, come on,
And
man.
like Christians like hitting each other with verses and shit. The best Christian verses win and shit. That'd be dope as hell, bro. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, you have Christian battle rappers battling fucking demonic souls and shit.
Yeah, like a mug. That would be cool. Hey, hold up.
They have
I feel
shit
you,
like
though.
that on the streets, like in New York and shit, bro. That'd be crazy.
Wildin' out.
I guess
Freestyle and
that
shit.
would be crazy. That would more be like Christian versus Christian. It would be like the Christians that speak about how like Jesus from the Hebrew and then Jesus
Like
from
two
Christianity.
different-
Like for instance, like
Well,
you know how, like,
they actually
the
does-
controversy between the fact of like Jesus with a J
Yeah.
because there is no J's in Hebrew.
Oh.
Yeah, there's all types of like
But
different versions of
that,
Christianity.
what I'm saying is the
That'd be
original,
dope.
the name is what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
the controversy behind the name Jesus and Yahweh and Yahuwah
Yeah.
and all that. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about?
Yes, sir.
Like the whole reason they say that is because there was no J in that time period for their language. So that's why they say, how could he be called Jesus?
Right.
So like there's controversy in Christianity and the whole Bible itself.
There's actually
So there could be like a Bible versus battling is where I was
Yeah.
getting at. Whereas like the people that are like, nah, it's a J, and then people are like, nah, it's
that-
Yahweh.
See, that actually takes place There's this guy that y'all should look up, Brother Polite. And these guys actually,
always tell
they're
me.
actually, because like he's the best,
know.
he's the best guy to reference in this. But it's these
dope.
guys that are real religious and guys that are like anti-religion and people that have like different theories and different religions and
that's what I'm
everything.
saying,
But look, they do
battle
it.
rap.
They do it street style.
Yeah.
They're on the street with cameras and
Yeah.
they're literally battling each other.
Yeah,
they're
I've
not
seen
rapping
this.
or rhyming, but
They're not
like
rapping, but they're
one and they're hood guy. These are-
Battle in ministry.
Bro,
Like,
these are-
I've
okay.
seen what you're
I see
talking
what you're
about.
saying.
These
Yeah.
are hood motherfuckers, bro. They grew
Yeah.
up in the hood, but they went to prison, changed their life or whatever. They became conscious, or they became Muslim, or they became Christian. But these guys battle it out in the streets, bro. And they do it gangster
verse
as
for
fuck.
verse, and they're
But they're like
explaining it.
they're literally paraphrasing fucking verses from the Bible, fool.
And it's a battle like against each other, or
It's like a
like-
debate.
or-
It's like
they're
it's
trying-
like a hood ass debate.
It's a debate, but not just that. It's like, for instance, you could read something in the Bible one way,
yeah.
and you think you know it.
So
And
like
then,
the way
then hold on, then I can shed light and
They
read it
argue
to
about
you
the interpretation
and
of
show
it.
you a different way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
see.
So like, let's say you're perceiving what the Bible is saying as one thing, and you think that you have it.
Yeah.
But then another person's like, but what if it was this meaning?
Right.
We
And then
think it
you're
means
like,
this,
oh,
yeah.
I see.
wow.
That just sounds crazy to me because right now, like, so say there's 10 Christian rappers in one room all trying out for a radio spot on a Christian radio station, right? If one, whether those guys came in together or not, if one of those 10 Christian rappers get on the station, they're all reaching for the same goal. So how could you battle rap something,
It's
somebody
no battle
that's-
rap in the because look, here's what I'm trying to tell you. So Christianity, the Bible, King James.
Yeah.
You read a Bible from
different.
King James.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, which was taken from the Hebrew time. Where was Jesus born from? You know what I'm saying? If you go look at the where he comes from, like
Yeah.
where he actually comes from, and like go back and look at like the whole.
I mean, he understands. He's
You
saying,
know what I'm
but
saying?
he just saying if what he's talking about. He understands what he's talking about. How
There's
they
two
argue
different
and
two
debate
different
about it.
perspectives
But
of
he's
it,
saying
is what I'm
how could they
saying.
battle each other? Like like they don't.
Because some people are reading one part of the Bible and thinking it's one thing, but it could totally have a whole different meaning
Yes,
to it.
yes.
So that's what I'm talking. It's not a battle of like,
It's a correcting thing.
in a sense, or shedding. I wouldn't even call it correcting because you're just shedding light to somebody. See, because
They
if
can't
you're
prove
saying,
to-
if you're
one guy
saying,
can't
hold
prove
on,
to
wait,
the other guy.
wait.
They can't prove their
If you're
theory.
saying you're
They don't know what
correcting
they think,
somebody,
what
it
they believe.
sounds negative.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if let's say you've been weeded in one way your whole life, and you've been weeding it backwards, and
Yeah.
the rocks are just getting thrown at your face.
Yeah.
And instead of me correcting you, I just come and be like, hey, check this out, bro. What if you did it this way?
Yeah.
What if this machine was meant to be used this
okay,
way?
so it's
now
kinda-
I'm shedding light on you. I'm
Yeah.
not correcting you. I'm just showing you a different way to think of
Spelling it out.
No, a different way to think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like the Bible, the way it speaks, it could go so many different ways, bro.
Yeah.
So many different people could read it and be like, well, it means this. And then somebody be like, nah, well, it means this. And then somebody else can be, and it means this. How do you know you're right?
I
And
guess-
that's what I'm talking
I
about
guess
when
you know
somebody's
if you
coming
know.
and shedding light.
See,
Right.
that,
And that's what I'm saying. You know, if you know, you may think you know, and then somebody could come
What
shed
that is-
light,
I
and
see.
then you could broaden your day, and now you're thinking a different way.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not saying correcting, because I feel correcting is more negative.
Right.
what that is open dialogue between people who believe in the same thing, but they believe in it differently. That's basically
Yeah.
what it is.
And
what
their
these people
building
are
is
doing
what
and
they
shit.
called it.
I
They
see.
bump heads
They call
and
it
build.
building and
Right.
shit. Like
So-
they believe in the same God. They're going the same direction. They're just taking different paths.
Exactly.
I see.
And they're trying to understand, like, because
That
you might
sounds
interpret it different.
That sounds like a religion thing. So another thing, back to the point where we talked about where you or I, we don't believe in religion.
Yep.
You feel me? Religion is just, it's a twisted tradition. If you're stuck in tradition and doing things certain ways and you're a man of God, something's twisted there. You feel me? Get away from that religious spirit, whatever it means, whether it's a person that you whatever, you feel me? Religion is not the way to go, you feel me? But I like what bro said about shedding light on stuff instead of using like the word like correcting
because it
or
sounds
yeah.
because everybody wants to be right. It's not about being right in the situation. It just might be like everybody could be right, but one person might have a better outlook at it.
yeah.
And that might be the better route to take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I look at. Like, there's just a couple of things in the Bible, and when you outlook, like for instance, like they paint Jesus white,
Right.
But when you look at where he comes from, and during that time period, he would have stuck out like a sore thumb And you know what I'm saying? That's one outlook, for instance.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one debate
Yeah.
between Christianity and these people.
I see.
Is they're saying Jesus wasn't Caucasian.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's one outlook from it. Because then they were like, why would God send his one person and stick out like a sore thumb? Like he wants to hide him within his people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm trying to say. That's where debates can come and they can.
If
get what I mean?
you're interested in that, you should look it up. Bro.
Yeah, it's
dope.
hard for me. I don't want to change nobody's direct outlook on
Like
how
they got
anything.
people who are Christians, people who are Jews, people who are half Christian and half Jew. Like
So you
there's
know,
so
Hebrews
much,
and Jews are
there's
like
so much
battling it
variation
out,
in
right?
now,
Christianity.
You do know
bro.
that,
Yeah,
right? Hebrews
yeah.
and Jews are trying to. It's between who is actually the people of that land.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's always something. It's always something. Like one thing I've noticed since coming to this side, like even in like the American Christian culture, it's like high school. It's like high school.
No,
like
yeah.
everybody is looking for you to mess up instead of look for you to do something better. Like it's crazy. Like it's nuts. I can't even believe it's like that sometimes.
Because
We
everybody
grown.
judges everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, and that's the crazy part. And in the Bible, it says for you not to judge nobody,
Right.
but it also does tell you to judge people.
Right.
Did you know that? In the Bible, it says you could judge people under your own home.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like a father of his kids.
Like you can make the
Well,
right.
that's different.
Like
yeah.
kind of like how like you're not supposed to murder, but if you could murder somebody that come in your home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like rules to the situation, kind of
Right.
like a law. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, in the Bible, it self contradicts itself all the time.
Exactly.
But that's where you separate the Old Testament.
But
and the
that's
New
what I'm
Testament.
saying. That's
Yeah,
where it's
very much
written.
so.
Exactly.
Like anything, you can't really go off of anything that was in the Old Testament, and that's because, of course, while I
But
was
see,
in,
that's debatable too because the Bible has so many. You got the King James version. You got this version. You got. There's so many
it
different
spells
versions.
out in different ways. It just depends how you take it. Everybody, the way you take it is how you take it. You feel what I'm saying? What's it called? Is it meant to be taken a certain way? Probably. You feel me? But the Bible can mean so many different things to so many different people.
Yes.
You feel me? What does the Bible do to make your life better? You feel what I'm saying? The way I always, before I gave my life to God, you know what how I used to picture hell or heaven and hell. Heaven was, think about the best time in your life, the happiest time in my life. Mine was whenever I was 18, 19, you feel me? I had my first real relationship, and my daughter was born when I was 17, and my wife, like, took my daughter in like if it was her own daughter. You feel me? I'm going to work every day. I got money. My music's getting better, this and that. In my mind, that is the happiest time of my life. So with my worldly thinking, that was the way I thought heaven would be. Your happiest time in your life replayed over and over and over. Hell is the complete opposite. The worst time in your life played over and over and over. So I'm thinking about my addiction.
I never thought about it
I'm
like
thinking
that.
about my addiction. And keep in mind, guys, this was my thinking before I gave my life to God. I've always known the truth, but I ran from it for so long because I wanted to do this. I wanted to rap. I wanted to make some music that's gonna make some money so I could take care of these babies. You feel me? Now I do music for a different reason. You feel me? But the blessings that come along with that. And yeah, at first, all I gave God was my music. I didn't fully give him my heart. I gave him just my music, and look, I mean, my music is great. It can reach a lot of people, but if you don't got your heart, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
No,
And don't
I
get me
do.
wrong. Like I said a few times, yeah, I still got a few things.
comes with a lot
I
of
am not
sacrifice.
perfect, like by any means. You know how hard it is to give up all this and take it another direction to uplift people.
still eat
That
pork?
is hard. What's that?
Still eat
I
pork?
do. I don't. You feel me?
I
All
was
that.
just asking.
Yeah.
The reason
Still what?
I asked him if he still eats pork.
Hey,
Oh.
bro. Hey, look here. I'm cooking a pack of bacon a day for just me and one guest.
That's
You
like
feel
the-
me?
No, the only
Yeah.
reason I asked that is because, like, I believe
love me some pork.
I believe in God a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, no religion, but I actually stopped eating pork like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, shrimp, all that shit. Because the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to eat any bottom
know what you're talking
feeders.
about.
And I try to give it, like, it comes with great sacrifice. I love the bacon.
Yeah. You see
But I'll tell you right now, go find some beef bacon, just real quick. Don't knock it. Next time you see
Beef
some
bacon.
beef bacon, no,
Yeah.
listen to me.
He
Go
says
look.
it's fire.
It's hard to find.
I ain't tried it yet.
But
heard of it.
let me ask you something. why is pork always the main priority that's sold on? So like when you go to most pizza places, anything that has anything ready, it's always pork product and it's never beef because it's more expensive and it's better.
Yeah.
Most people don't. Now I'm not gonna say that beef pizza is better than pepperoni pizza to people. That's not what I'm trying to argue.
Not
but
at
what
all.
I'm just saying is that beef is more expensive than pork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has a higher value to it. So it obviously
Chicken is way cheaper than beef too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like beef shit usually ain't ready. It's like they try to shove pork on everybody. Pork's in toothpaste. Did you know that? You know pork's in candy? Did you know that as well? And most of the candy you eat is pork.
Really?
Yeah. Most of the
Crazy.
toothpaste you brush your teeth with is pork. Did you know marshmallows have pork in it?
Something like
Yeah.
that.
So like the only way you would really realize it is if you stopped eating it.
Wasn't
And you
it?
would realize how shoved down somebody's throat it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow. It's such a cheap meat. I don't know why we're talking about pork, but
Because we were talking about
bacon.
no, we were talking about religion, and we were just talking about sacrifice.
Brother Zach do not
And
like
I
pork.
was just
He do
asking
not
you
eat pork,
if
bro.
You made
I
one
eat
of the
the
hardest
shit out some pork.
sacrifices for most people that take that because
I'll be eating some
that is
bacon.
hard to stop eating something that
yeah.
you like a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to.
I
Could I
promise
stop
you,
eating pork right
try
now?
beef bacon, bro, and
Yeah.
it smacks harder, bro. Period.
But so look, like what's the called? I think what bro was saying, because I talked about giving up what I loved the most, which was the worldly music, and God.
Yeah,
I-
like, it was
I
hard for
had
him to give up
such-
pork.
Like no,
yeah. Hell yes.
I still go to bed crying,
Nice
thinking
point.
about this game that's still moving without me. You feel
Nah, I
me?
know.
And it kills me. It kills me. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's
But you know
savage.
what? I got
worth it, though.
something better. I got something better now. I'm having fun doing it. I haven't had fun doing my music in a long, long time. You feel me? Like, what's it called? I had to make sure to get so many records done by the end of the week in order to eat, in order to pay for the hotel room or whatever.
Man, this
You
was
feel me?
subliminally talking right now.
Hey,
He's speaking
unfortunately-
this is LeBron James
Yeah.
right now. He talk about fun. He got the Lakers hat on. Looney Tunes
Hey.
just came out.
Hey, like a
The
mug.
Space Jam.
I
Unfortunately,
still haven't watched Space Jam 2, man.
Well,
I
you
started
man,
just-
that
you
shit's
watched
fire,
the hitting
bro.
meaning of the
I
movie.
watched it. I like
Really?
it. I like it a lot.
He just spoke the hitting meaning of the movie. Fun.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
No, when I saw that LeBron James was a cartoon, because I watch.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
a
different.
cheapo, man. I'm still a cheapo. I watch my movies on AFTA and stuff like that. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
let me upgrade you one time.
Yeah.
Cody.
Cody,
K.O.
KODI.
Yeah, you already
It's like a streaming. thing.
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I've heard
bro,
about
it's,
it.
you
fire.
can get it on your phone.
Really?
Hell yeah. They gonna sue the shit.
Hey,
I still got a cracked Android, man. You feel me? Mine don't work on Cody. Nah, I'm just playing. But what's it called? Nah, I'm just saying to give up that music. It's still hard. Sometimes I still wanna just to work on something, but I
Yeah.
can't. And every time that I slip up. And I do, like I said, guys, I'm not perfect. Every time I
Nobody
slip up
is.
and I do because I need some money or whatever, you know what I mean? Something happens. I get burned. Or there was a few weeks ago. I went with a former client of mine. He had me go to a show at nighttime in Lubbock, a worldly rap show. You feel me? To film him. You feel me? I needed the money. I needed to do the job, so I went. You feel me? I did the job. I filmed it. When he gets to drop me off back at home at 2 a.m, I'm like, hey, my bad, but you got that bread? He said, nah, I don't right now. Give me a day or two. How's that work? You feel me? How does that work? You done took me all the way out of my comfort zone. And anyway, so I'm steady trying to, hey, what's up, man? This and that, trying to get paid. He done took me out of my comfort zone, around people that I ain't never want to see again, type stuff. And you're not gonna pay me? Like, what's up? He's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the project, so you can go ahead and delete the footage. Ding, ding, homeboy. I already filmed the video. You still owe me that money. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? So this and that gets said. It's pretty obvious at this point, either way, whether we forgive each other or not, I'm not going to get paid. You feel me? And I've done that 2 or 3 times, just trying to work with, even with an old friend or somebody that just wants to work with me. You know what I mean? Something happens every time. So I feel like that's a way of God telling me that this is not my life anymore. Move on. Because there was one thing I read. the other day. It was. I think it was just a meme, but it was like on some what's it called? Anybody that I'm taking out of your life is being taken out of your life because they can't go with you to to where you're about to go.
You gotta
know what
cut
I'm
loose
saying?
ends. That's the
Yes.
Bible tells you that in as
Y'all
well.
remember the ill mind of Hobson 8? Where he dissed what's the guy's name that was the leader of Funk Volume?
Oh, fuck, I forgot his fucking name. But
Is it D. Ritter?
yeah, D. Ritter, isn't it? Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah, he said something about Mr. D. Ritter.
Hobson was a big influence on Eyes Wide Open. You feel me? So I even remixed the song and everything. It was great. Anyways, what's it called? This guy is taking more money than agreed, and making more money than not even telling these guys. And Hobson built the whole thing. Anyways, what Hobson's message on Ill Mind of Hobson 8 was to always look into who's speaking into your life, who's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not meant to be your friend forever in a more words, but that's pretty much what it's saying in a nutshell. You know what I mean? I've been thinking about doing a remix to that song too, and just in a gospel version. You feel me? Leave the same message that's at the end of the song, just twist it a little bit. You feel me? No cursing, stuff like that. Anyways, what's it called? I don't even know why I went there, but what's it called? I've been having to do a lot of recycling and looking into my friends and stuff like that. Anyways, there's a lot of people that I just simply can't just be tight with like I was before because they not trying to do what I'm trying to do. And it hinders me from being able to move forward because I'm still worried about so-and-so. Whether I love them or not, whether I want to record all their music or not because that's my boy, you feel me? That's not my life anymore. Give it up. Give it up.
After talking with you, bro, and getting to know you, you got a friend that smokes road, my G, all right?
Amen.
You hit me up if you want to talk, bro.
Amen.
And I live in Midland too, bro.
Hey,
unfortunately, this podcast has to come to an end, man.
Window.
Man, we've had a good, I think, almost 2 hours.
God damn.
This has been a great conversation, bro. Thank you for opening up to us about your
Facts.
addiction. Thank you for telling us about your path to Jesus Christ. And you turned over a new leaf. And I wish the best for you, bro. I hope you
appreciate
keep on
you
doing
guys.
great things. You've done great things for West Texas, and I think that should not go, unrecognized.
Facts.
So recognize,
did
man,
go
what
for
he's
us
done,
too,
and I appreciate you for doing what you've done, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what's up? Hey, all glory and honor to God, man. What's it called? If he could change me, he could change you too, man. In Jesus' name. Y'all be safe.
Amen.
Appreciate it,
Brother
bro.
Jake.
Hey, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody around here showing love. Make sure y'all check out our new stuff we're about to be releasing on TikTok. Make sure to catch out that OG Magnum freestyle we did.
I just made a TikTok for Smokes World. We're about to start busting out content. We got an Instagram also. We got a Facebook. All you have to do is look up Smokes World, man. Just Google Smokes World and all the pages are going to pop up. You're going to see us on Instagram. You're going to see us on Facebook. You're going to see us on TikTok. You're going to see us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit, man. Just look up Smokes World and you'll find us there. If you could do me the favor and hit the subscribe button right now, man, I would really appreciate it. Hit the like button and hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. But if you do, I'm gonna find where the fuck you live, bro. I'm fucking with you. If you like this podcast and you want to hear more from him, if you want a second podcast, go ahead and go to the comment section and tell me so. Okay, tell me what you thought about this. If you know Xane and you want to give him some good, encouraging advice, then go ahead and do that.
If you want to say something crazy, that's cool too.
No
man.
negativity.
I love you.
No negativity, guys. Keep that shit off my shit. I'll delete your shit. But Xane, I appreciate you, man. You've always been good to me.
Amen.
I got a lot of respect to you.
Appreciate it.
Or for you, and I appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
No worries.
Thank you for chilling with your boy Smokes. Thank you for tuning in to Smokes World. We out.
Just like that.